Little breezy out here, boys and girls. Deus 2 9-inch call. So you know when you're using this instrument, if you watch this video here, I'm going to show you a few things here. You could be in a sports field or someplace, okay, where, you know, gold rings could be lost. You see that piece of wire there over that gold ring? Now, it's not real high above it. It's, I don't know, about 2.5, 3 inches. That's a realistic scenario that you could see in the wild. Now, this machine right here is a very good machine in single frequency. You know, you're probably not going to get a lot of cheaper models running single frequency that will outperform this machine. And I'm saying this for a reason, okay? And a lot of your models won't even run that high a frequency. I'm at 17 kilohertz. This is about what a Deus 1 would run. 6.1 disc. I'm at silencer 0. You hear that? Now I'm gonna come over here. You hear that? So you could have a place that's had a lot of detectors swung over that single frequency. You could have a lot of multi-frequency machines that swung over that in the wild and they never have dug it. Okay? I'm transitioning to the fast program, 6.8 disc pitch tones. I'll take the notch out real quick. Silencer 1. Speed 2.5. You hear that? So you could be out in that same field where that exists, running this machine in the fast program with a 6.8 disc with a 1 silencer, and not find that. I'm going to go back to mono program. And I'm going to shift the frequency. That's 14.7 kilohertz. Okay? You hear that? That's a 0 silencer. Would you find that with a small call on an F75? Doubtful. For example, would you find that with a 7x11 call on an F75? Doubtful. Doubtful. So what I'm saying, you know, you folks that owns this machine right here, be it the WS6 Master or the Deus 2 with the remote or both. Okay? So you see what can be happening in the wild. When you walk out there, you're walking out into a lot of sites other people have been. Well, what can you do to this machine in such sites? You might have even been out there before with the Deus 2 running it just like I showed. I'm going over here to sensitive FT. Disc of 10. 5 tones. A notch of 0 to 4. Silencer 1. Now I've got the iron region, the first tone band, max for pitch and tone. Now you get to run that the way you want to. You hear that? Remember now, you get to set this tone the way you want. You can set it low, medium, high, however how you want to set it. You get to set the volume on. You see that meter? Got that 5 in it. I'm going to come over here. Let me noise cancel this machine. I hear an airplane. Okay, I'm still over here. You hear that? It's telling you that that ring is down there. You know what I mean? It's down there. That's why this machine is sounding off. Okay? I'm going to remove that little 10-karat gold ring. Now, all is there is that wire. You hear anything? Some of these sites, you know, a lot of people might go in them, you know, running this machine traditionally. And they may go in there and they may come out there and say, well, ain't nothing there. I can go home now. I'll never go back there, or I'll have to wait a while for the site to be replenished. Well, that may not necessarily be true, but now remember, when you're running this machine, like I've got it set up here, sensitive FT, your solo gold rings out in sites are still very detectable. You're not losing anything. The only thing you're losing running this machine like I'm showing right here is the iron tone. That's all you're losing. You're not losing any depth. You're not losing this machine's ability to pick up solo targets. Okay, of course, now your sensitivity, you know, you're going to run the sensitivity the way you want. This video here, it's setting at 90. Okay, so there are some finds out there, you know, that the reason why they're still there is because of stuff like that right there, that wire. Okay? And a lot of other model machines, unless the folks out there using them are digging every iron signal out of a sports field, for example, if they're digging those, you know, and they dug it up, and that silver ring was down, and they re-swept it, and it's 2 or 3 inches, you know, they probably hear it. But who's doing that? Okay? Just something else for you to consider. I hope you enjoyed.